And today we'll be talking to Christopher from Moston Lane Primary School, who is the champion of champions for Northwards Junior Wardens scheme. And I know this because me and Ian Gillett, who works for Northwards Wardens, organised this event at the end of January. There's about 300 young people there, all working as junior wardens across North Manchester. And all the schools nominated somebody who they thought was their best warden, and out of all those people, Christopher won the title of Champion of Champions. How did that make you feel, Christopher?
I was over the moon and really, really proud of myself.
And why was you nominated for Champion of Champions?
Because when things happen, they need to be put straight, and I try my best to do that.
And how long have you been a junior warden?
From the start of this year.
Start of this year. Right, so you'd only been doing it several weeks when you won the award, which is fantastic. Now, for people who don't understand what the Junior Wardens scheme is, would you like to tell us what Junior Wardens do?
The Junior Wardens is a group that Mr. Gillett put together for young people across the community, and we make sure our school is safe by picking up the litter, turning off all the lights, and picking up coats, and if we do see something wrong, then we'll put it in our book.
And what sort of things do you actually come across that's wrong? What sort of things you put in your book?
If there's litter on the floor, coats on the floor, or lights on.
Right, and what's wrong with coats being on the floor?
People can slip and hurt themselves.
Ah, very good. And what about lights? Why do you record if lights are left on?
Because it's a waste of electricity and the money bill goes higher.
For your school?
Mm-hmm.
And then they've got less money to spend on you then, haven't they?
Yep.
Less money on books.
Mm-hmm.
So, talking about money, you actually won some money for your school, didn't you? Because you were Champion of Champions.
Yeah.
How much did you win?
£500.
And did you keep that? Have you been on holiday with it?
No.
So what happened to the money?
The school used it.
And what did you use it on?
We bought 2 bins for the school's area and gardens, and we bought
Do you buy anything for the wardens themselves? Something perhaps to help you do your job? Some equipment or something like that, perhaps?
No, we've already got litter pickers and all our equipment and pencils and stuff in our bag, and we were having a small party at Snakes and Slides, and we also got a warden table to put all our stuffs on, like our log sheets and our post-it notes.
So I'm going to talk now to Judy, who's the head of Moston Lane Primary School. So you must be really proud to have a student such as Christopher in your school.
I'm sat here just feeling incredibly proud of Christopher and of the other 11 children back at school that are junior wardens. It's something the children have just embraced fully, completely. It's actually one of those things I thought it might be a novelty, it might wear off. All I can say is the children are as enthusiastic today as when they started in September.
And are all your junior wardens as good as Christopher?
Yeah.
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 I met them all in January and they were all as good as Christopher.
Absolutely. And they're sat back at school listening in.
Oh, they're listening now to the radio?
They are.
Fantastic. You want to say hello to all your friends at school?
Hello.
Now, at the event that we did in January at the City Stadium in East Manchester, Manchester City's grounds, was that a good event? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Lots of hard work went into it.
And what did you enjoy the best out of that afternoon?
Seeing the dogs with the police.
That was on the video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got a gentleman who flies the helicopter for Greater Manchester Police to come down to do a presentation about the helicopter. And if you ever watch any of the crime programmes on TV where they show the infrared camera on the helicopter, they were showing us little clips of that have never been shown on TV before. And there was one where the dog was chasing some criminals and caught them. Is that the bit you mean?
Yeah.
That was quite funny. We've also got Ian here today, who's also got some good news. He's got some good news about future warden events coming up, and do you want to quickly tell us about that?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Hi, everybody. My name's Ian Gillett from the Northwards Wardens, the Youth Strategy Officer. I've just got some hot news off the press just from yesterday. Thanks to all the hard work that junior wardens do across all the Northwards Manchester schools, any junior wardens out there listening, you're going to get a nice treat on the 25th of May. Myself and all your teachers and hopefully 250 junior wardens have been invited as VIP guests to the Paralympic Games 2010. And you'll be taking the transport will be free, which I'm sure the head teachers will be pleased about, and you'll all be going for the afternoon out to Eastland Stadium again for a nice afternoon out as a reward for all the hard work you've done. So thanks for letting me say that, Nick. Thank you very much.
That's fantastic. So anything else, Christopher, that you enjoy about the wardens?
I like to thank all the other wardens, like Charlie, and people that just really have helped me through it, like my teacher, Mrs. Mansfield, and all my friends.
For the listeners out there, if this was TV, you'd all be smiling now, because Christopher sat next to me. He's got a Junior Warden baseball cap on. He's got a high-vis jacket with Northwards Housing Wardens on it. He's got the badges, and he's got a bum bag with all these books and pencils and pens that he needs to be a Junior Warden. He looks really smart and really official. Now, just talking about that badge, that's quite a nice-looking badge, that. Who designed that?
Ian.
And was there anything else changed on that?
Yeah, I made a logo. It's got Seymour on, it's got the world next to it and stars, and it's gone to all the schools, and whichever school it has, it says their name under the stars.
Fantastic. So you took the logo of the Junior Wardens and you've changed it slightly so every school then can have their name on it, and that logo then is for that particular school.
Yeah.
That's another fantastic idea as well. Anything else anybody else wants to have a say about the Junior Wardens? I think we all know it's fantastic.
It would be interesting to, as all the wardens are brilliant, and we all know that, all the Junior Wardens are brilliant, what did Christopher do to become, what was the difference, what was the thing that made the judges believe Christopher was the champion of champions? That'd be something
Good question, I think. Ian, why did we nominate, or Judy, why did we nominate Christopher?
I'm going to let Judy answer, because as the head teachers were all asked to do the nominations, and in fact, Nick, you've just mentioned one of them, the changing of the logo. Quite cheeky of Christopher, really, because he didn't even ask my permission, but having said that, was really pleased. When he sent it through to his head teacher, I was dead impressed with the way that he'd actually changed it. So he put the world in to embrace that we are environmental champions, which I thought was a nice idea, and as Christopher just said then, he actually incorporated the school name, so every school now has got their own personalised, although it's the same logo, but personalised to their own school. And Judy, tell them about what else you nominated him for.
I think Chris, he took everything that step further. He really involved the whole school community, so he introduced certificates to every classes, individual pupil awards. More than anything, he's kept the teachers on the toes. I've spent ages asking teachers to turn lights off. All of a sudden, it's now done. So I think, really, Chris just went that every mile and everything and embraced the whole school community.
And the banner.
Oh, and the banner. We had a real problem with people parking outside our nursery. It was a real danger spot for our pupils. Chris actually emailed Manchester City Council and spoke to road safety and actually got a banner put outside our nursery, and it has reduced problems. Still there, but reduced them.
Charlie helped me. I couldn't have done it without her.
Fantastic. Now, hopefully one of these days we may have an ex-junior warden sat talking to us who is now a full warden or a full police officer. And
I asked that last week, didn't I, Nick? I wasn't quite aware of the ages, and I was mocked for that, wasn't I? Clearly, you know, you're a big lad, aren't you, Chris, but you're not quite ready for work yet, are you?
No.
I had you in work next year, basically. And to be honest, the things you've done, I think we could do with you, couldn't we? But unfortunately, we're going to have to let you stay at school for a while longer before we can poach you, aren't we? But what do you fancy doing when you're older?
I want to be a journalist.
A journalist. Well, there you go. This is a good start, isn't it? Being
Absolutely.
On the radio.
And I just think before we go and we let Christopher go back to school, I think on behalf of Manchester City Council, Northwards Wardens, Northwards Housing and Greater Manchester Police, I just want to say a big thank you. Because it's young people like you that are making our communities, our neighbourhoods a better place to live. And we want to show people that, you know, young people aren't always bad people. Well, only a very small amount of them. But, you know, most young people are just like you, are fantastic and want to make their neighbourhoods better. So on behalf of everybody, I want to say thank you and keep up the hard work.